Sharp Wizard, it's the one and only umbasa, and welcome to another chapter of Scriptures of Him. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you've been here, welcome yet again. So now we are on chapter 3. Before we get into it, I just want to thank everyone that has been here, and if you're new here, hope to have you up till the end of the whole thing, right? And thank you so much. I highly appreciate it if you've been here this far. So let's get into it. So the chapter 3 is basically based on, both the chapter is actually called the Pathological Loverman, right? So going to the first point, what would I define a pathological loverman? To me, it means that I'm a person that actually believes in the whole concept of being a lover man, right? The concept of what love is, the concept of believing in it so much, concept of it all, the ups, downs, the pain, the hurt, the feelings, the emotions. If that's not the same thing, I think it's the same thing, but right now my brain is just too tired to. By the way, I just wanted to clarify something. Not dropping because it's exam season, guys, and I'm kind of busy, but by all means, I'll try my best to record, and push the word. So going on. So being a pathological lover man it actually means that I'm a lover with all of me. Any given time, I give my all. I believe in the concept of love from the get-go till the end. And then, yes, that's basically about it. I'm a simp. I'm too much of a simp. I love so much. It's actually crazy. I don't know where it comes from, though. I really don't know. But, it's not even needing love more than being in love. It's the love of giving out love. Giving out love is very easy for me. And during the first time of giving it out, I give it out without a doubt, obviously. So I give it my all. But as soon as that changes, let's say you reciprocating what I'm giving you, obviously it's I'm gonna give my all, right? But if you're not reciprocating, then I'll take a few steps back, and then maybe until I'm just gone. We just did, right? But I think it would have to take quite a lot. But there are things, obviously, where you do something and then I just get to a point whereby I'm just cutting ties with you immediately after you do something like that. But if you hit my biggest red flag and you know that I don't like indwenje, obviously I'm just gonna cut ties with you and just stop at that point. I can take my all back, right? And I feel like it's easy for me to take my all back because I've learned to grow that people and anyone could disappoint you at any given time, no matter who they are or what they are to you. They could just disappoint you. But at first, obviously, I'm not a person that goes with that. I'm not a person that goes with that because I'm not going to take what I've been through to you. I'm not going to take what I've been through onto you. If I'm not going to carry over my traumas to you. My traumas are not going to define my personality. My traumas are not going to define our thing. My traumas are not going to drive our thing. I'm not that person. I believe everyone deserves a fair chance in everything, until they do something otherwise. Yeah, well. So is it about chasing affection, or is it about chasing affection when it hurts? I would say yes, because it's ridiculous how I love. It's ridiculous how I love, man. I love too much, way much more than I should. Way much than I should. Sometimes I choose to be blind. I'm not blind. I choose to be blind. Things be happening in front of my eyes and I just close my eyes like, that's a choice, of which I don't know what causes that, or whether I'm okay with it or something. I think I'll figure it out as time goes. I think I come like a man, but I don't know what it depends on. It does depend on something, but as time goes, I think I'll just figure it out. But all I know is that the part of me being a lover man plays a huge role when it comes to my relationships and friendships and everything that is happening around me, right? Because I don't only give people chances like love. I also give myself some love. Doing what I want, even though something around me tells me just don't do it. But if I feel like I love that thing, I'll just keep on doing it. But at the same time, I think I just have to think about it, if it's a good thing for me or a bad thing for me, But giving myself some self-love doesn't happen too often. I'd be lying if I say I love myself all the time. Kudos to people that do love themselves all the time, like constantly love yourself. Kudos. And it's not, when I say I don't love myself all the time, it's not like physique and all of that. Physique, I'm okay with how I look. I don't care how I look. I look comfortable. I look how I look, as long as I'm comfortable and I'm okay with it, right? But I don't love myself when it comes to other decisions that I have to make about myself, about situations that I'm in. Like, this is born bar, this is dang, this is bukel bar, this is dang. And be okay with that. Yeah, but that's where I kind of lack self-love. But I can't elaborate right now. For instance, there's a time where I just watch myself being inspired constantly, feeling like one, and then be okay with it. I wasn't okay with it, but I chose by and not being okay with it will just be okay with it. Yeah, but I just told myself that, of which that was stupid. That was really stupid of me to do that. Okay, so it is it a charm without control? I don't know. I think so. Cause I think also when it comes to love, man, I become powerless towards myself. I can't control how I feel. I easily let how I feel overpower me. And my wisdom side of things, I let all of that blind me when it comes to being in love. Yeah, bro. And you guys, I'll know one thing about me. If the love is good, if it's reciprocated, the dama I get, dama, damest. Jalo njalo. It's just that type of process, right? But at the end of the day, I do learn a lesson and I do take notes from that. Yeah, but so I'm still also trying to get better at making wise decisions with, things that I decide on, things that I choose for myself, things that are happening around me, and how I navigate around them, and the next step and moving forward and stuff, right? So yeah, moving on. So the question is, where does it come from? Is it like child trauma or absence of love? I doubt, man. I doubt if it's both. Because, no, I do have childhood trauma here and there, but that didn't lead to me being the lover man that I am today, right? And I doubt I had some type of absence of love. Home, I didn't have absence of love. Home. Outside of home, I think I did. Outside of home, I think I did. But now, I literally cannot think of a time where I think Lando. Oh wait, I think I jumped out of a lot of friendships growing up. I don't know whether it was from moving or what, but it was from mostly trying to fit in, and then I don't fit in, right? Whereby I go, as soon as I get into some type of maybe friendship, I immediately love all my friends with all of me. But at the end of the day, and as kids, I know one thing, as kids we can't pretend as much as adults. As kids, we cannot pretend. If we don't like you, we don't like you. As kids, if we didn't like you, we didn't like you. You would see that plain and simple. We didn't like you. For instance, there's a time whereby I became friends with these other guys. I don't know how old, but I was very young. I was in primary. I bought new toys, right? The toys that I bought, I had a lot of toys growing up. And then I bought these 2 new cars from, I think, Hot Wheels. Yes, it was those 2 collections. It was an Audi, and I don't know what other car it was. And then I met these 2 other boys at the park. We were cool, fine, all of that. And then I took them home because I was just like, nah, man, that's done. Then the toy problem. Let's go play by my place. I have cars, and I have there was like some type of map. There was a road. Cool. I went inside the house, got the cars, got the map, and all of that. Cool. Then I went to the back to drop off the toys, and then as soon as I went inside to go get more toys, when I went outside, they were gone. Those guys were gone. Like, I've looked everywhere for them. I was like, guys, that was the fastest heist I've ever seen in my entire life that has ever happened to me. Because I think it was less than a minute I went inside the house. I think they hid somewhere and watched me look for them. And then as soon as I went back to the house, they jumped, and they ran away or some sort. Because there's no way they could have disappeared like that in just 2 seconds, 3 seconds like that. That was too fast. Right? So, going back to the absence of love, I think I felt that absence of love from people that I've tried to be friends with most of the time growing up. But now it's, nah, I'm good. I just I just developed into a lover man because of, I don't know where it comes from. I think it comes from being soft, man. I think it comes from being soft. And I've never had a fear of abandonment or rejection. I did have a fear of being rejected, but not anymore. I don't fear being rejected. I didn't have that fear of being rejected or abandoned. I think I'm afraid to be abandoned. Everyone is afraid to be abandoned, but I think I wouldn't mind at the same time, because I love being alone as a whole. I love being alone, but at the same time, I'm a yapper, right? As a yapper, I want to yap with people. Doesn't necessarily need to be a lot, even one person or two, right? But like with the rejection, I don't mind being rejected. You just boost me more. But obviously back then, being rejected used to hurt. Bible, what's wrong with me? You get, or like, why are you rejecting me? Can't you see that I was made for you? For instance, can't you see we were meant for each other? You get. So back then, obviously, I was afraid of rejection. I don't know when I realized, well, rejection is okay and it's perfectly normal. Not everyone is gonna accept who you are, what you are, or how you look, or not everyone is gonna accept that. And even if I shoot my shot, I know now, but okay, I might not be your type, or you prefer me as friends, or whatever the case may be, right? But back then, you're nuts. You get? It was like that, but at the same time, I was like hurt about it. But you live and you learn. I outgrew that, right? And I've never had emotional wounds from all those things. I never had emotional wounds. No, man, I think I did have emotional wounds here and there, obviously. For instance, Dagadashiwa. Besides the previous chapters, Chad, Dagadashiwa, my first girlfriend of grade, I think it was in grade 6. Yeah, it was in grade 6. Like, skitterlick, it's over. But I think I'll have a chapter of its own. I'll have a chapter of its own. I'll have a chapter of its own. The first goal that I had about how was my first love life like, or because that first time that I actually started to feel for girls, or had feelings for someone that was a girl. It was in grade 6. How was it? What happened? How did it happen? And all of that. I think I'll disclose it later. Not in this chapter, but it's going to have a chapter of its own, so stick around for that. So, yeah. So, I think the things that have emotional wounds, no, I don't like that. Guys, I think I disclosed it. I don't believe in healing. I didn't believe in healing until I was educated by my friends that healing is very important. Because if I don't heal, and then I will take... Because this did happen. I didn't heal from something, and then I took that wound to the next person, and I actually was in douche about it. I was a douche about it to that person. You get, I carried that wound with me to them. Of which I was wrong for that, and I actually learned a lesson about, okay, healing is actually important, because I used to sleep on it. I don't know if I mentioned this in chapter 2, but Yeah, I used to sleep on a lot of things, but moral of the story, healing is very important. Give yourself time to heal before moving on. Yeah, bo. So going on, I asked myself a question, whereby I asked, did someone make me feel like I wasn't enough? Or so now, like, I seek proof from others that I'm really not enough. I never had that. I never felt like I wasn't enough. But in go, you only know when you're enough when someone actually sticks around. If someone sticks around, then you know that you're enough with that person because they're sticking around. If you were less for them, they weren't going to stick around. Excuse me. If I wasn't enough for them, they weren't going to stick around. They were just going to bounce. And sometimes people, when you're not enough for them, they just bounce for no reason. They don't tell you that you're not enough. I don't know why it's not an open chat over to disclose that another person is not enough. You get? I don't know if it's because it never happened to me or other people, but you get? If you've been told that, just let me know. How were you not enough? In the comment section, how are you not enough? We'll chat about it. Because I would love to understand Uba, how it went down, because I've never heard someone saying that someone told me that I'm not enough. It's always a thought that it's always a thought of me. Like I'm putting myself in my shoes. It's always a thought of me thinking that I'm not enough. Yeah, but not someone telling me that I'm not enough. You get? So I would love to know who has experienced that who has been told that they are not enough, and why were they not enough? Right. Moving on. So I had patterns. There were patterns that I noticed, obviously, where I saw I'm a lover man, of which it was falling really, really fast, really deep, too deep for my liking even, and very, very, very soon. It was insane. I think it still happens. But now very cautiously, because now I'm scared to do things that I did before, and I learned things from myself, from the past, things that I did, right? So I don't do things the same way I did them in the past. But obviously, some things are still there, which is, do I fall fast? Obviously, I do. Too deeply, guys. What's not too deep? What's too deep and what's not that deep? I can't differentiate between too deep and not that deep, because now we can make jokes about the darkest humor. So, and goom, can be deep londo, but I'm not gonna care. I'm just gonna laugh it off. But I think there's different type of context when it comes to deepness. But definitely I fall very, very, very soon. Very soon. Guys, I feel like if you look in my eyes and I look in yours, there's something that's gonna interlink between our eyes that's gonna make me fall for you. Like, I fall for the smallest things, facial expressions. I have the easiest love languages. It's just close. Sorry. But yeah, I have the easiest love language, which is no, I'm not gonna disclose my love language. Love language the has, by the way. I just call it a love language. Because it's not a love language. I know what love language. Don't think I'm anti-tatagat. No. Sometimes yes, but not this time. No. Cool. So, also another pattern that I've noticed is loving people who don't love me back. Still, I love them. It gets me nuts so much. 'Cause why? And I don't even take a step back. I take a step back after a very long while. I know I do, but I take a step back after a very, very long while. But still, at the same time, I think since I have that shield around my heart or whatever, I'm good with it. Because like I think I said this in chapter 2, I'm invincible. Like nothing can hurt me like that, because I'm always prepared to get hurt. You understand? It's not in a bad way, but I'm always prepared to get hurt. Yabo. So people who I love and they don't love me back, and I realize later they don't love me back, cannot necessarily hurt me like that, but at the same time they can delay me on a lot of things, because I'll be there but they're not gonna be there. I'll be there but just alone. Yabo. And I really don't know why. Yabo. And also, I'm obsessed with saving things that are dead or being chosen. But I don't directly or necessarily tell people to choose me. I don't necessarily tell people to choose me, because I wouldn't want that too. I wouldn't ask you to choose me. I feel like people should choose what they want to choose, because they're willing to choose those things willingly of their own will, and not be told what to choose. I hate that. Don't tell me what to choose, man. Don't tell me what to choose. And I wouldn't want a person to choose me because I said so. It shouldn't be me who says so. You should choose me because you want to choose me. And I know for a fact I'm going to choose you too, obviously. When it comes to choosing and stuff, but don't just let me know, man. Just let me know. I believe in people coming clean with me, because not everything is gonna work. Not everything is meant to work. Not everything is gonna go my way. Not everything is gonna go your way, and that's okay, because as much as this is your life, but it's life at the same time, and things happen in life. Come on. Don't expect everything to happen your way. At this day and age, you expect things to happen your way. Bruv. I don't have money right now. I don't have money. And if I wanted things to happen my way, I would have had money right now. I don't have money. And that's okay. No, it's not okay, but it's okay because, excuse me, my time is coming. My time is really coming. But ke hey, but yeah, it's fine. Not fine, but fine. So also, there's times where I become someone new just to be loved. I think that feeling is really, really nice. Becoming someone new because of new love. Because now you just have to, and from the old love, you had red flags maybe about yourself. And then after that, let's say you go to a new love, you taking off those red flags and bringing on new green flags. You just look around or just observe the person that you were in that old love, and then and then sometimes, most of the time, you give people versions you are not comfortable with. I give people versions that I'm not comfortable with, maybe, but just for the sake of them to just accept me and be comfortable with me, where I'm not comfortable with myself. You understand? So I did that most of the time, man. I think those are all the patterns that I've noticed about I'm a lover, man. It's just being a people's pleaser, being another lover's pleaser, right? But I'm still learning to do things who are okay with me, but at the same time, if this is who I choose to be or who I want to be and I love it, then so be it. But however, no ways, man, I should appreciate myself, value myself more, because I'm taking myself for an idiot most of the time. Yeah, this ends I stink. This one band is stinking, this ends I stink. No, that is completely wrong. But yeah, I'm going on to the highs and the hangover of the rush of a new love. Guys, there's nothing more than I love than a new love. As much as I love long lasting love, I feel like we all love that. But unfortunately, boy, yes, last buffet. We are not lasting. We are not lasting whatsoever. What happened to, bro? In my entire life, I've only had one anniversary, and I wasn't even married. I only had one anniversary in my entire life. One. No. Nah. No. So, but new love, the rush of new love is just really amazing, because now it's the honeymoon phase, guys, is amazing. Even though I love to extend the honeymoon phase for so long, going I say honeymoon phase be every day, every day throughout the relationship, of which that's possible and impossible at the same time. Because let's say, how long will it last? If a honeymoon phase is too long, as soon as you get into a phase whereby you guys are fighting or arguing or having differences, the differences are going to be major, because you've never experienced a difference before. So now the difference is just going to be major, because you don't know how to handle each other during a difference. You get? But I think at the same time, it's different, man. It's different as per person. You know, there are people that are gonna be okay, even though they've had maybe a 10-month honeymoon phase, and then in the 11 months, the downs keep on coming, and then they'll still be okay. Yeah, well, but I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hate sounding good in my brain and then feel like I don't sound good outside my brain. Hate that so much. I need to stop. Yeah, but also I have this thing of an addiction of emotional chaos. Like, because I think the emotional chaos has to be the fact that I'm okay even though people are effing me over. That's chaotic, because there's part of me that's like, bro, just bounce, get out of that. Nah. But there's gonna be this part that's gonna say, "I, man." Born. Then there's gonna be another part that's gonna say, "This is meant to be." You get? So all of that is just chaotic and all of that, but it's just chaotic in silence. But I know what I will listen to. I know which one I will listen to. I will listen to that one that says stay. Definitely stay. Not the one that says wait and see. Not the one that says just bounce. You get, I'll listen to the one that just says stay. You guys are just meant to be with this person. Stay. Even though this happened, just stay. I'll listen to that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. Even though sometimes, oh, excuse me. Even though sometimes I, like, literally catch a person, maybe red-handed, that they do something that's my biggest red flag, or something that's they know definitely is gonna hurt me, and they do it, and I catch them doing it. Still, I would listen to that thing of that thing that's gonna tell me to stay. Just stay. That's wrong, man. That's wrong. I shouldn't be okay with that, but I'm okay with that. I shouldn't be, though. I shouldn't be okay with that. Because at the end of the day, okay, let's say I'm going to stay. I'm going to feel empty even though I'm staying with this thing. Nah, I'm going to feel a bit lost, obviously. Because there's no romantic validation. I'm just staying there and the romance is gone, or I'm waiting for it to come back and go. That thing that told me to stay guaranteed me that you guys are gonna go back to old times. Like Delulu like that. Really, really delusional. Really delusional. Which is why I'm going to the next part of this topic. Like, the cost of being a lover man is losing myself most of the time. I lose myself most of the time. I don't validate myself. I don't validate my feelings. I don't validate my character. I don't validate everything that I stand for. Because maybe to other people, one thing about me, to other people, if someone needs my advice on something, I'll give them advice too. If it's something that you don't like, then leave. Excuse me. Leave. Because why? It's hurting you. Right? Leave. Negative energy. You must leave all that negative energy, negativeness. Leave it. But I don't do that. But I think that there are people that do feed on my if you don't mind, like, when I tell them, no, man, stay, man. Stay. Even though they've done all the horrible things they did to you, if it's your person, it's your person, stay. And guys, oh man, the romantics we become. Because tell me why. I'm still asking myself today, why would you label a person your everything? So now they're your heir, they're your beginning and your end, they're your mother and father, they're your money. What? Make that make sense. Romantic. And I think being romantic also feeds on the delusions of things. The thing of, I will love you forever, bro. Cut. Stop the cap. Chill. Stop the cap. Talk funding. Love me forever, bro. I'm thinking of times where I actually have ever said that I love someone forever. I think I have. I remember calling someone my soulmate. I know. Where are they now? The goes to see. But we all did it for the sake of being romantic. Oh, being romantic is just, it just feels nice. Being romantic, ooh, it's an amazing feeling, man. It's really an amazing feeling. Because now you all lovey-dovey and all of that. And then it's amazing. It's really amazing. You don't have, it's like nothing around you makes sense but this. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's like nothing else makes sense except for you and this person and what you guys are having, those moments, right? And go, as much as I lose myself in being a lover man, I also sacrifice my boundaries. One thing about me, though, I will never choose things for you also. Besides choosing I'm not gonna choose what you wanna do with your life. I'm not gonna choose that. I'm not gonna choose who you should be associated with. I'm not gonna choose how you wanna live your life and all of that. Excuse me. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. I'm not gonna choose that for you. I came to you in hopes of you can make your own decisions as a human being, as an adult. Even though you're a child at home, but as an adult, make your own decisions. Not based off me, or not based on your parents sometimes, not based off your friends. And I feel like as a non-believer, not based on your higher power, but based off you. What's going to save you at that particular point? What's going to be okay with you at that particular point? What's going to make you happy at that particular point? You understand? Don't sacrifice your boundaries for me. I think I would. There's boundaries that I would sacrifice. I need to do, guys. Love makes us do a lot of crazy stuff, man. It blinds us. The saying of love is blind, it really is. It just blinds. Really, really blinds. You find yourself doing things that you don't do, you did not do, you did not even know you had the capability of doing it. sometimes those things are embarrassing. They're really embarrassing. Like you're sacrificing your needs, your boundaries, all of those stuff. You're putting yourself second. Oh my God. We're putting ourselves second. Damn. So, as I'm referring to you guys, I'm referring to myself too, because these are things that I do. Guys, there are times that I put myself second. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a lot of things that I do when it comes to life. I'm okay with a lot of things. But hurting people unintentionally, I don't know. People know what hurt them. I wouldn't know what. There's obvious things in the world, like really, really obvious things that we know as the majority of humans or majority of people that we know, but this thing can hurt a person, especially with the title, with you having that specific title in their life. But there's things that we don't know what might hurt people, like some people. And that's okay. All I know is that if I didn't talk about what could hurt me, if you hurt me once about this one thing, I may be able to forgive you, especially if you didn't know if it's going to be something that's going to hurt me. You understand? You are unintentional like that. But if you do it again, or you do it intentionally, and you know that it's going to hurt me, I can bounce. Because I think also when I'm in relationships with people or in friendships, I engrave things that might hurt people that I love. I engrave them in my head. But don't do this. But at the same time, sometimes we do them without thinking twice. Then realizing after that I've just literally flopped right here. But sometimes we just don't have a choice. We do, but we don't. And sometimes maybe we're kind of trapped in some type of corner. But all I know is that most of the time there's an explanation for things, right? So if there's like a simple explanation, and the explanation actually makes sense, guys, but we when it comes to an explanation, we came to a point whereby if someone says, I can explain it, we hate that. We hate that so much. That I can explain. Kuthiwa explain, icacisa. And just know that we done. We done right there. This child. Yeah, but I think as a reasonable person that I am, I give people chances to explain. Because I know for a fact now, at a certain time, I would have to explain. Yeah, but there are things that happen to people, and they have it coming to them. Guys, that's the bad side of my heart, telling me to apologize, even though I know very well that I intended to do this because of ABCD. I'm a person that believes in retribution. That's also another topic that's gonna come for another day. That's another chapter on its own about why I believe in retribution. But I believe in retribution. Sometimes it kind of pays off, even though sometimes it doesn't. we sometimes don't want peace. I want peace. No, I want problems. I want problems. Yes. Sometimes we need to be people that just want problems. And not to say we kind of toxic most of the time. I said sometimes we have to be toxic because people just have some other things coming to them hard. Because what were you expecting? What were you expecting doing something hurtful to someone and then but karma is a B, right? Karma is a B. Not gonna say the word, but the B word. The female dog word. Yes, that word. Karma is that female dog. So, and if my karma doesn't work, it's fine. At least I tried. At least my heart had to feel some type of had to have some type of bad hunch or to be in some bad in a bad space to just seek revenge. Even though it doesn't work, it's fine. At least I tried. That's where you get. But yeah, sometimes also I get I get caught in love bombing cycles where I thought I was being romantic, but really I was kind of trying to fill a void. But that is really to happen. That really happens. The love bombing is like it really happens, but as other people, it's a normal thing. It's just very much normal. They love bombing. It's very normal. So I don't know how they do it though. However, moving on. So this thing of being a lover man, how is it affecting my identity? And go. Thing is, what I hate about this thing of being a lover man is very much kind of loud. I hate the fact that it's loud. It is loud. I don't know if it is loud, but I feel like it's too loud for me. That people know that I'm a lover man. Also now I'm saying it like this, like I'm even talking about it. It's just it's kind of a red flag to me. I want to be known as mysterious and all of that, but I can't. You know when you want to be what's a mysterious character from cartoons now? I can't think of a mysterious cartoon now. A cartoon that's just there, quiet and all of that. But deep down, I am Sid from Ice Age and Donkey from Shrek. That's who I am every day. I am Sid and Donkey at the same time. Where I just want to be mysterious. I cannot. I really fail. I'm very loud with things that I do. But obviously, I think I show it to people that are very close to me. Because they deserve to know who I really am. And they deserve to be shown who I really am. I can't go around showing people who I really am. I mean, I feel like I should, but you're just gonna have to earn in your because at the same time I feel like you can use that against me. And you'll go, if I show you who I am, I don't mind being deep. I don't mind being vulnerable. I don't mind, So just give me reasons to be me, to be Sid and Donkey. Otherwise, if most of my first impressions are just there, very subtle and, calm and collected. I'm never collected in real life, but yeah, calm and collected. I'm easy though. I'm very much easy to very much easy to conversate with. I'm very much easy to click with. Yeah, but I wouldn't say I just let you in. Come inside. Like no. I don't do that. I went as far as having to observe people for who they are and all of that in order for me to let them in, because I remember there's a time where a lot of people just showed me that people are monsters. People are monsters, guys. People are really, really monsters. But at the same time, not all of them, not all of us. But now my belief is that, because, man, like, I feel like some people could just easily use what I am or who I am against me, and, but I don't have issues with people that I first meet, and I'm very easy, like I said. I'm very easy. I'm not, if you find me as unapproachable or whatever, like you can't talk to me or you can't greet me or whatever, but it's best that you don't. It's best that you don't, because I feel like I get overwhelmed by a lot of people. I get overwhelmed because now, if I'm in Orlando, if I know you, you'll have to be you have to be my priorities, and you'll in life. Obviously, we have a hierarchy of people. There's the important ones on top. Then it goes like less and less, right? Whereas I feel like in my life, I would love to put everyone there. So that's gonna overwhelm me. Yeah, but acquainting with people, we can be acquaintance and people are welcome to talk to me, but I don't know, man. I really don't know how to feel about that. I wouldn't say I'm antisocial though, but introvert, extrovert, sometimes depends. Depends on how you approach me. It really depends. Yeah, I'm also thinking now, yes, but do people love the idea of me more than me? Do they? No, I feel like there's no one that loves themselves more than... People could never love me more than I love myself. It's insane. It's mad. In high school, guys, the self-esteem. Like, personally, not attacking anyone, but we were taught with self-esteem. People should have self-esteem. Have self-esteem first. Like, guys, I wouldn't date or be friends with someone who has low self-esteem. I'm sorry, but no. Because how can I learn to love you if you can't love yourself first? How can I learn to love you if you can't love yourself first? So now everything that I say or everything I do, you kind of feel like... Because I feel like people with low self-esteem don't believe in themselves first, don't believe in how they look, don't believe in how they appear, don't believe in how people are treating them. If I'm trying to be good to you, you don't believe it's true because of your maybe insecurities, your boundaries, your all of that, So love you first before other people can love you. You get? And I really, really I don't have power in me to boost someone's self-esteem, of which it's a good thing to do. Indirectly, it's a good thing to do. But now, if I feel like I have to boost your self-esteem. Come on, man. Believe in yourself already. Because if you don't, who will? If you don't believe in you, who's going to help you believe in you? Except for you. Come on. If you don't believe in yourself, guys, believe in yourself. You can do anything that you want. You are very, very, very much capable. Come on. Hey. How? But take your time while doing it. Because you need to learn yourself. You need to control yourself. In a lot of things that you lack. But it's up to you if you're willing to put your foot down and be like, yes, time for me to believe in myself. But yeah, I believe in myself more than anyone else. Right now, I'm pushing things that I want to do, even though there's procrastination here and there. But yeah, no one can stop me now from doing what I want to do. And even if I don't care how they turn out, as long as I did what I wanted to do and it's okay with me, you get? It's really okay with me. And how I am towards how people perceive me is okay. I do not care as long as you know where this is going, right? So, quick question: How did my self-esteem? Oh, why did I start? Hey, I hate stuttering. That pig from Looney Tunes. Oh my god, I love that. That's my favorite character. I forgot what he's called, but from Looney Tunes. Stuttering is very funny, but it's cute at the same time. But I don't like to stutter. I don't like to stutter. As soon as I stutter, I feel like I'm regretting something that I want to say. No. I don't want to regret something I say. No. Say it. I want to say it. Right. How did this thing of loving myself, how does it show up in my art? It doesn't show up in my art. It shows up. It being there, the presence of it being there, like my art, my clothing brand, my image. Those whole things, those three things, being there, shows I love myself. Me pursuing all of those things, it shows I love and value myself and value what I do, and I'm still in those things. The clothing brand right now is on temporary. It's temporarily closed because I need to just re-strategize some things here and there. By the way, I think I'll be back this summer, but I'll confirm sometime. But I think I'll be back this summer, and I'm dropping a new collection. As soon as I'm back, I'm dropping a new collection, new colors. New colors. Excuse me. When it comes to new stuff, I'm trying by all means to do some research on where I can get crop tops, where I can get caps, because I want to go out for my girlies. This time around. This summer I want to pull through for my girlies. because someone told me that the t-shirts are masculine and all of that. Guys, the t-shirts are unisex. T-shirts are very much unisex. Anyone and everyone can put on the t-shirts. I'll just try to I'll just try to accommodate the feminine colors and the masculine colors and all of those, I'll try to also do things for the LGBTQ plus community and all of that. Like, I want to include everyone in my art. I want to just, nonke wozani nonke bangani wozani nonke. Yes, that I want to do that. So yeah, me believing the art, the clothing, the image being there, and how I express it is literally me believing in myself always, right? So breaking down the pattern, thing that made me admit to myself that I have a love addiction is doing zonke zinto, getting out of character, putting myself second, without a doubt, and all of that is just crazy. Yeah, but I just have a love addiction like that. And is it? I don't know if it's supposed to. If a love addiction looks like that, it's not necessarily the love addiction I'm speaking about. Is not necessarily moving from person to person to person to person. No. The love addiction is literally showing that I'm there. I'm all in there, loudly, foot. So, yeah. All of that made me admit that I have a love addiction. All I've said. So, yeah, well, am I healing from it, or I'm still deep? I think I'm still deep in it. I'm a huge simp. I'm a very, very huge simp. Just like right now, hey guys, anything for my girl. Anything for my girl. I'm that person who's literally on some anything for my girl. If I was to be given money, boys, bafana, benizovanga, woo, anything for my girl. And I manifest having those relationships where money is not an issue. Not like filthy rich, but money is not an issue where now I have to buy flowers, go out on dates, vacation, those things. But okay, we're initiating the time that we are spending together. You get that, those things. So I'm really manifesting that type of relationship, right? So yeah, I think I can still be romantic, man, without losing myself. I can still be romantic without losing myself, but I think here and there I'll just teach myself this is not how I was supposed to do it, and I'm gonna learn, man, to just value myself throughout that process of being a lover man and all of that. Getting this valuation and take a step back when I have to take a step back, and accepting some things. But okay, if it's dead, it's dead. I don't have to force myself onto it, because that's really not okay. That's low even for me. That's really, really low, right? And I think I should learn to love slower and safer, and be honest with myself. of, well, okay, this is going on, ne? How long has it been, ne? What do I have so far of this person? Like, what are the green flags? What are the red flags? What are the things that warm my heart, and all of that they have done and stuff, right? So yeah. So closing now. So there is the when I come back, when my brand reoperates again, there will be a design on me being a pathological loverman, and there will be, like I said, when my brand is based off my story and all of that, there will be a design, and the main point in that design will be the print at the back. It's gonna be a surprise, but I will let you know as soon as I drop it. But okay, this one is for the third chapter, right? And there's something that I did before, like I was in my previous relationship, right? I once asked this thing, but because I realized, okay, I'm too much of a lover man. Let me just ask this thing. And I asked about how does it feel to be loved by me? And the person replied, wait, let me look for it. Let me quickly look for it, because I just want you guys to have a picture of how does it feel to be loved by me. And then the person said, as I quote, "Effortlessly, you did it like you've loved all your life. You gave yourself wholeheartedly, even on days where you felt empty yourself. You've loved me so much, I knew it, even though we were miles apart. Even on days where I ignored you, I knew the love was there. It wasn't conditional. You loved me with all the crazy parts I came with." And then she said, I quote again, "To add to this, I understand being loved. I just listened to your voice note on the podcast, and it clicked that it was the first time I was actually loved publicly. I think it's publicly. And imagine someone waking up and taking something that seemed like it didn't matter and decide to incorporate it. That seemed like it didn't matter and decide to incorporate it into their art and walk around with a t-shirt of something you both bonded on, and only the two of you would get it. I think you understand how much I love the little things, and I wanted to do them every day. I can definitely say I've loved over and over again. I understand what love is supposed to feel like, even if we were never to ever talk again. God forbid that happens. But whoever ends up with you is sure the luckiest woman there is. When you love, it's evident. I'll forever be grateful for I'll forever be grateful to have you, whether as a friend, soulmate, or lifetime partner. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'd ever get over myself to fall out of love with you, umbasa. You get me like you were given a manual. I can't tell you how many times I've had to force myself to allow the time to heal, but my heart yearns for you, and I can't help but want to be with you. This is not to say we should rush the process, but I would just want you to know that I'm putting in the effort because you deserve me better. You deserve a better me. You deserve the healed version of me, and I'll work to give you just that. Damn. So yeah, that's it, folks, for today's chapter. Thank you once again for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Really hope that you guys come back and listen to chapter 4. I will let you guys know when I will release chapter 4, but for now, please make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and share. Thank you so much. NDIYABULELA. I'm out.